Hi, it's Gail and I'm back today to show you how to do some painted pebbles for Easter. And I've got all sorts of different ones. We've got some ones with rabbits on. So I've just drawn some little rabbits onto the stones. They're quite easy to do. That one I haven't painted the pebble, I've just drawn the rabbit onto that one. We've got these type, which is the little chicken coming out of the egg. So yeah, he's a little bit more difficult to do, but he looks quite good when he's finished. And then we've got these comical ones, which are very easy to do, and the stones, we just paint them yellow. You can either use acrylic paint, or I sometimes have little match pots left lying around the house that I've used, and yes, so I use those. If you do use emulsion match pots and you're putting the stones outside and you want them to keep the colour, all I do is I just cover them in some varnish when the paint's dried. And I did some last year, and they've been outside in my fairy garden all year through all the weathers, and they've yeah, they still look quite good, so I'm pleased with those. So that does work if you use an emulsion, if you cover them in a varnish. I've done a little sheep there on just a pebble, just using emulsion paint and a Sharpie pen, and that one is another, just a sheep's head. So today I'm going to show you how to make these, which are the ones that's coming out of the shell, and just the very simple sort of funny looking chick. We'll show you how to do those as well. So what I've done, I've started off by getting a stone, and I've painted it yellow in the middle. And then when you've done that, you need to paint the shell bit like that. So this one's still drying slightly, and so you need to make the zigzag shell type thing. So we'll start off by doing that. And I use a flat-ended paintbrush because it's a lot easier to get the shell, the spikes, if you will, of the shell. So I've got my white emulsion paint here, and all I do is I sort of dab it like that in a zigzag line across the bottom. So it creates your shell where it's broken. I don't know if you can see, a bit hard to see, but we are getting there. And you do that all the way along the bottom of the stone. Just sort of colour it in. So I don't know if you can see that now. We're getting the zigzag look of the broken shell. And then you can do it at the top as well. It's a little bit fiddly. Sometimes I let the bottom dry before I start doing the top bit. Should get all fingers and thumbs. And it is quite tricky to get these zigzags. It confuses me. I don't know which way I should be going. But we get there in the end. Bring that around there a bit more. better when I'm not sort of talking, because I can concentrate on what I'm doing. I can't do two things at once now. There you go. So once you've done it all the way around, you should end up with your stone, and it should have sort of zigzaggy lines across the bottom, so like a shell. I'll stick that over there while it's drying. This one's a little bit easier to see because it's a darker yellow paint. So when you've got your top and your bottom all done like that, you can then put some eyes on and a little beak. And for the beak, all we need is an orange Sharpie pen. And you can just draw a little triangle with the point facing downwards. And then just colour that in. So we've got his little triangular beak like that. So that's a simple one to do. And then for the eyes, you're going to draw some black sort of oval shapes. Just like that. So those are the eyes, like that. And then put some smaller ones inside for the eyeballs. And you can give him some eyebrows as well if you want. You don't have to do if you don't want to. And you see his face is sort of starting to take place. And he's looking more like a chicken. If you wanted, you could colour the eyes in white, like I've done on that one there, which just gives it a little bit more depth, really. So, and that's how you do your chicken coming out of the shell. So that's that one. Now this one is really easy to do. You just get your pebble and paint it yellow. So we've got one here. I try and find egg-shaped ones when you get the bags. Please be aware, don't take them off the beach. Please buy bags of them from, you can get them from garden centres or your local builders merchants. And the only thing is, you don't know what colour you're going to get, and they can come in any shape, any size, and so you're not going to get yellow ones. So I've painted some pebbles yellow just by using, this is the acrylic paint that I've used on this one, and on that one is just emulsion paint, so it doesn't matter which you use. So we're going to do this little fella here. So I've tried to get a round stone, but we can't be too choosy. And I'm just going to draw some oval shapes, and I'm going to put them next to one another like that. And then I'm going to just put some eyeballs in. And I'm going to just put them lopsided like that, so it gives a more comical look. And then the beak on this one, as you can see, it's like a triangle, but it's up against the eyes. It goes into the eyes as well there. So we'll draw the triangle down from the eyes like that. And then, so that's this triangle that I've drawn, but you're taking the colour right up to where the eyes are, and just colour it in orange. So it's got a very long orange beak like that. And then just to give the eyes a little bit more detail, I have a paintbrush which has got a thinner end on this one. It's like a pointy end, and I'm just going to put some white paint in there. If you haven't got white paint, it doesn't matter, you don't have to put the white in. just makes the eyes stand out more. And just paint that in like that. You can see it's all coming together now, looking quite comical. And it's a very easy chicken to do. And there he is finished. Very simple. Looking very comical and quirky. So those are very simple. And this one, it's another simple one. I just didn't take the triangle. I did it the other way around to make more of a beak looking type. So again, all I did was with the Sharpie pen is to draw some eyes. And you can draw the eyes however you want. Put the eyeballs wherever. And then I drew another sort of so we've got the two eyeballs there, the eyes, and a triangle. So the triangle, we're going to colour that in orange. And again, with the paintbrush, you don't have to colour them in, you could just leave them like that. I'm just going to colour a little bit of white into the eyes, just like that. Just dab it in. And there we have another little quirky chick face. So we've got those two, and we've got these that are quite fun as well. And then you've got the little chicken in the egg. So yeah, they're quite fun to do. I'll show you how to do a quick rabbit before I go, and I'll show you how to do this one because I have a pebble here that's just the yeah, just the same. So what I've done is I've just taken a normal pebble and I've used the black Sharpie pen. So all we do with this is we're going to draw an oval, a big oval shaped face. So this pebble's not the best because it's a little bit rough. In fact, I'll use the bigger Sharpie pen because it might be better. So we're going to draw an oval like that. And then we need a nose. So we need another oval for his nose. Like that. And then he's got some little eyes that's peering over the top of his nose. So just blob those in like that. And then his smiley mouth. Got to have a smiley mouth because he's a very happy rabbit. So we'll just draw that in. And then the ears. Now you can either do, I've done pointy ears on that one. And on this one we've got the floppy ears, and these are a little bit more tricky to do. But what I do is, I don't know if I'll be able to do it on here. I draw some like triangle shapes coming up like that. I don't know if you can see that, but I haven't put the end on yet. So that's coming out at the side. And then I just take the ears down. So I've just drawn a line that comes down, and then just open it out with another line that comes down. So that's his ear there. Do the other one, so bring that down and the other line down like that. So those are his floppy ears. And then to add a little bit of detail, what I did is I got a very bright colour pink. so that he could have a bright pink nose. So we'll colour his nose in, or her nose in, bright pink, like that. Nice pink nose. And then we'll put some bright pink just in the middle of the ears at the top there. I don't know if you can see that. So it looks like the insides of the ears. So he's taking shape now. He looks very happy indeed. And then I just wrote on Happy Easter. So just at the top and the bottom like that. And if you want, you could colour him in a different colour, just so that he stands out a little bit more. I have a brown here, which you could sort of just colour him in. Because these felt tips, when they dry, well, this one that I've got here, it dries a lot lighter. So it goes on quite dark and then goes lighter as it's drying off. So he's like a brown rabbit now, but it will go lighter, will that? That's actually the same felt tip that's on there, and it's you can see it dries very light indeed. And we can just write on Happy Easter, and then he's done. So we've got all his Easter pebbles ready for Easter. There we go. I hope you enjoy making some pebbles. Thank you for watching. Bye.